This is a starting node of machine learning with Python. Welcome to my channel. First, let's create a project folder called Machine Learning. Then open the project folder with Visual Studio Code. Inside the project folder, let's create a new file called ml001 lowdata.py. Then we will use scikit-learn, a machine learning library, for this tutorial. To install scikit-learn, we can use pip install sklearn. So open the terminal and install sklearn. We can see that NumPy, thread pool control, SciPy, and JabLib are also installed. Scikit-learn also comes with a few datasets that we can use for tutorial. Now we can enter from sklearn.datasets, import low diabetes. Let's clear the terminal and run the program to make sure everything is working fine so far. Yes, the result is good. Here we use a variable dt to hold the dataset. dt equal to low diabetes. Then we print it out. Whoops, something wrong. Low diabetes is a function, so we make the correction. Now we can examine our datasets. Here is our dataset called data in the NumPy array. A data description is here. And the feature names of the data is here. Let's print out the data description. Print dt.descr. Okay, clear terminal and run the program. This dataset contains 442 diabetes patients. Their age, sex, BMI, average blood pressure, and blood serum measurements. And the target variable is disease progression 1 year after the baseline. Okay, let's create our feature matrix. Usually we will use a capital X to represent the feature matrix. Therefore, X is equal to dt.data. The response vector is the target variable, also called dependent variable, usually represented by a lowercase y. Y equal to dt.target. Our feature matrix X has 10 columns, and their names are in the dt.feature names. Let's try to print out the feature names. Check the data type of the feature matrix. And the response vector. Both of them are NumPy array. Now print out X and Y. Visually examine the data. get the first column of the X. The first column is patient's ages, but this column has negative numbers, so they have been normalized or preprocessed. Therefore, let's talk about data preprocessing a little bit. Normally, this is the second step after you loaded the data for machine learning. Luckily, scikit-learn comes with a set of data preprocessing functions. So let's enter from sklearn.preprocessing import standard scalar. Also import numpy SMP. Let's draw a dashed line as an output divider. Then use a for loop I, feature in enumerate feature names. Then print out each column's name and its average value. Clear the terminal and run the program. Here we can see that each column's average value is almost 0. Now we are very sure the feature matrix has been preprocessed. Let's also check the y variable. And we can see that the mean of y is 152, therefore the y is not normalized. So we just demo that we use the dataset from sklearn. What if we want to use our own dataset? Now let's create a new file called ml001 low csv data.py. We will use pandas, therefore we enter import pandas as pd. Let's try to run this program. Look like I need to install pandas. If you haven't installed pandas, just type in pip install pandas in the terminal. Now pandas has been installed and is working. Let's go to the internet and find a dataset called usedcar.csv and import it as our data. Usedcar.csv, this dataset is available on the GitHub. Click the Raw button to download the dataset. Right-click the page, then click Save As, then save the file to our project folder. Ta-da! We just download the usedcar.csv. Now we can use pandas to import this CSV file. dt equal to pd.readcsv. Then give it a parameter usedcar.csv. Let's check the data type, and it turned out to be a pandas data frame. No problem, let's modify our program and turn the dataset into a numpy array. Of course, 2 NumPy will do the work. Yes, now we have a NumPy empty array. This is what we want. Let's print out the data and see the data visually. I think we should also get the feature names of these data sets. So let's create an array called feature names and copy and paste from the GitHub page the feature name, the column names. Okay, save the files. This concludes our first lesson on machine learning first step, loading data for our project. If you like this video, please thumb up and subscribe. Thank you.